Here we are again at the stunning Molong Disc Golf Course for the 2024 Australian Disc Golf Championships. I'm Jason Wiedner, and I'm joined by the best commentator in the world, Matty Faz. How are you, Matty?
It's very humbling to hear, given who I'm sat next to and the commentating prowess he brings.
Oh, stop it, please.
Never.
Yeah, as mentioned, we're here for round 2 of the championships and in the FPO coverage, as we see assistant TD Kev Costa just introducing the ladies there. We saw a big round from Claire Hussey yesterday, Matty.
Yeah, taking a 6-stroke lead going into round 2. She was looking rock solid, and if yesterday was anything to go by, catching her is not going to be an easy feat.
Absolutely not, as we get a look at halfway to Satan, which is hole 1. A 333-metre incessant par 5. There's a Mando not captured on the fly through there to the right, and big slice of OB on the right, Matty, that they have to play up and around. So can take some early numbers this hole, and did so on the weekend.
Yeah, it was the most difficult hole for the ladies coming out of round 1, and the girls don't have the power to sort of carry the OB, so we'll be watching them take the left-hand route, and yeah, as you can see, the fence there pretty much marking the right side out of bounds.
Yep, so trying to keep us close to that right-hand side would be the aim.
There's Huss with the shirt tucked in.
And you could not ask for better weather, could you?
Nah, the ladies got it pretty good in the morning, but, you know, they're the ones that had to commit to the early start, so well-deserved, well-deserved. Catch Cam Cowell out there.
Yeah, he's in the perfect spot there. He knew something we didn't. Now, his second off is, as we've mentioned, touring American Peyton Miller. She was on the day, but Peyton Huft, we've got her on the scorecard as, because that's a recent development. We're lucky to have her out here.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of international players of her caliber competing in our FPO tournaments. So yeah, what a treat it was to have her play.
And of course, fresh off representing Australia in the Woof Duff World Teams Championship is Gina Hill from Newcastle in New South Wales.
Yeah, and just letting us know with her outfit today that she had recently represented the country at the top level in disc golf.
I like it. Matty, would you wear a top with your name on it?
I don't think I got the creds, to be honest.
I like it. Statement. She gets out there and she tells people who she is.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that kind of confidence on course, no. And a lack of confidence in that stroke there.
Yep.
But she's on that safe left-hand side. She will have to come inboard to deal with the Mando at some point.
As Gina, this is the OB we're talking about, and she just wants to get on the left side of those flags, which she does.
Yeah, so she'll be throwing 4 from there. It's Peyton with the best drive of the bunch, throwing 2 here. Committing to that Anheuser, and that needs to come out. And does. What a shot.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yes, commitment, a bit of a theme for the trip.
It certainly is, Matty.
Toss probably attempting a high as a flip, is not getting the flip. And she'll probably have to pitch out of that spot.
Yeah, just timing a little off on day 2 early, Matty, for Huss, you think?
Yeah, those leadership nerves, they can take effect. Not that you and I can really comment on ever being in that position and the nerves that accompany it.
I've seen people in the lead, though, and I'm much better disc golf observer than I am player, Matty.
Ditto. Peyton navigates the Mando beautifully.
Punches that one up the middle.
She's there for, that's 3. Par a chance.
Should get a decent look at the Mando there for Huss, and another shot fairly quickly.
Yeah, Peyton in a great position to take some strokes off Huss early here. Gina dedicates herself nicely to that one. Puts herself in a position, probably looking to save double.
And our first look at this booming forehand from Peyton, which we love to watch.
Yeah, she can crank on these things. Look at that. Needs to get stable.
It's pretty good and good power from that forehand, Maddie, being a forehand connoisseur yourself.
Yep, she's put herself in position for a par there. The 8 meters to deal with.
Needs an approach to settle, and it does nicely. So that should bring the hole to an end for Huss, which I think she'll be relieved with.
Yes, this incessant hole, as you described it. Very well described. It is long and annoying. Is Peyton not really committing to that the way she committed to her previous shots. This will be for her bogey. And that's a good start on this hole.
It is.
We saw it play well over par yesterday for the ladies.
And a double for Gina after that early OB, so not too much damage. There's Huss. You would think making this putt to give her a double bogey as well.
Yeah, she mitigated the damage with the nice upshot there.
Yeah, so only dropping a shot to Peyton there, but Peyton is coming after her, Maddie. It's pretty obvious.
Yep, and we move along here, hole 2, par 3. Girls won't be looking to score on this one. You need to get around this right side Mando with something moving left to right. If you were to challenge the green, we'll be seeing the girls pitch up to the Mando and try to get up and down for the par.
Yeah, just wanting to get past that tree, which, yeah, she's just struggled to do there, Peyton, because it makes that a difficult second shot, but if you've got her forehand.
Yeah, she shouldn't have any problems getting to the pin from there. Might even have the backhand option as Hussey just massages something understable.
And that's not a good spot.
Nah, she'll have to pitch around.
Gina turns one over a little bit. It's a decent yeet. She's got the distance, but unfortunately missed the Mando.
Yeah, just a matter of 5 or 6 meters there.
Punch of the Leonidas. The punch of Leonidas. Sorry, Matty. This whole called.
Yeah, a little Greek mythology.
Why not? They put tremendous amount of effort into their whole titles.
Willis needs to get off.
Get off that.
And does.
Somehow it does.
Yeah, that scrapes green playing as Hazard? OB?
It's OB. Yeah, plays as OB. As we get a good look at that stunning personalised shirt that Peyton's wearing. Isn't it pretty, Matty?
Yeah, it's just awesome to have an international player representing an Australian disc golf team like Heiser Flight. Can only be great for their recognition and the future brand power.
Absolutely.
Can imagine all the American kids running out to get a Tim Bow and Heiser Flight jersey.
I don't know that Tim Bow's got his own jerseys.
He should.
But if he did, I'd buy one. And Gina happy with that shot. That's the hill energy that we're used to from her and her husband.
Yeah, never lacking.
Chile. Smart little upshot from Hussey there. Not running it on that occasion.
Good putt from Gina.
Yep. It's where she's looked confident.
I'll just go. Sorry. We were doing that one step. I know.
Paint and finish will take another stroke off of Claire, and things are heating up here, Jace.
Yeah, and does it with a smile too.
A little bit of gamesmanship, you reckon?
Ooh, could be. We'll have to wait and see as we move on to hole 3. It's 88 metres, and majority of the throw, unless you throw a whopping forehand like this, you do bring into play that sand scrape. But she's pulled up just in time. Yeah, but backhand throw is throwing out over OB. It's pretty tight when you get up there, as you can see. If you do go onto the sand scrape, it is a drop zone putt, so You unfortunately don't get to take your meter to the foot of the basket.
No. As we'll see, Claire here, Claire here, take on the OB, and that needs to move left.
Bit of skip. Oh, perfect.
Just as she wrote it up, I'm sure.
And that horse, that fence, Matty, I was told by Kev Costa that that forms part of what used to be, sit down. Oh, just dropping on there.
Yeah, it'll be drop zone for Gina.
Bit of bad luck early for Gina. Yeah, what used to be the Molong racetrack, Matty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this, good run. This space has been multi-purpose for the town of Molong.
Yeah, it acts as some showgrounds for one of their local fairs, and I hear there's even more baskets being put into the ground, and it's in the future becoming somewhat of a disc golf mecca in New South Wales, Australia.
Well, if you speak to Kev and Sharon Costa, that's definitely what they're trying to achieve, and they're doing a wonderful job at it.
And that was a gutsy run there from Gina. Caught some chains and kept her in bounds, but still takes a pretty undesirable number on this one.
And still gets a fist pump from hubby after a double bogey, so you got to love that positive energy.
Yeah, you do, and the girls there taking a par. Claire managing to keep Peyton at bay for a hole.
Yep. And your favourite hole on the course, Matty, hole 4, tell us about it.
Yeah, I do love this one. The gap that the girls will take will be the one that Drone took. You just want to throw pretty much something straight that has a little bit of fade at the end. Keeping it low is important, as Peyton just demonstrated. One the girls can score on for sure. We saw Hussey get the birdie yesterday.
Yeah, ripped on it yesterday. And it is downhill. It doesn't look that way on camera, but it is fairly downhill. So if you can get it through that initial gap at a reasonable height, it will carry.
Yeah, it probably plays more like something in the low 90 metres.
Has she done it again here? Oh, that's pretty good as well.
6 metres left for the
Yeah, she's got that one dialed.
I know. Did you bring the hammer today, Chili?
Let's get a good look at the Flying Aces hat. Gina, this needs to stay straight.
Oh, kicks it back.
Yeah, probably a good tree hit there. That one was travelling.
That was heading left. It's an aggressive shot from Peyton, but sits down and will give her a putt.
Yeah, Gina's short game looking pretty good so far today.
Yep.
Just needs to figure it out off the tee, and there's a good putt.
Yeah, she struggled from that distance in round 1, Peyton. So good to see her dialing him in, and was probably the difference at the end of round 1.
It really was. There were a lot of unforced errors on the green from Peyton yesterday, and that's something she definitely would have thought about correcting overnight, as Cass goes back to back on hole 4 with the birdies.
And that's why you've got to make those putts, because what's...
She okay?
I'm not sure what that was from us.
Just struck with some general malaise there. I wonder what seemed to halt her in her tracks there.
Oh, that's a CTB by the look of it.
Hole 5, the dam hole, Jace.
Yep. It's called Dam Poplars. It's a dam or a pond on the right-hand side. It's par 4. It's 180 metres, but it's quite gettable after a good drive.
Yeah, the first shot is downhill, so not as much distance required. And if you can get to about where Huss has put it...
Yeah, you should have a pretty easy look over the pond.
Yeah, it's not too far into the green from where that disc is lying right there.
And we love that Peyton's adopted the Akubra.
Yeah, really embracing our Australian culture here. One of our icons.
It is. It is.
Outback swag.
Needs that to stable up.
Or safe kick from the tree back left.
That's the poplar that the title suggests.
Oh, she's getting aggressive and going over the pond.
She's got that turning. It's going to sit down.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know it's going to give her much of a look, but
She'll be saving par from there with
Yep.
a good upshot, you'd think.
this is a nice looking entrance.
Yeah, it is.
That was exactly what I wanted.
She'll get a longish look, but I think she's fairly happy with that.
Yeah, she should be. I think she'll be circle's edge for her birdie there.
So Huss with the best drive of the lot.
And a great shot of what she has to deal with here. How flippy can it be?
It's not a bad tree, I don't think.
No, she's inside the circle for her birdie too.
Yeah, Gina just skips one up there. So par.
All right, so put a little bit of pressure on our leader here.
Oh, look out.
A little four-legged friend there.
Yeah, it looks like Gavin, the course dog. No, I think his name's Billy, actually. He just trots in to say hello, interrupt proceedings, take a piss in the bush,
I thought I was just
and trot off into the sunset. So thanks for that little cameo, Billy. See you, buddy. That's some Matty Faz type work, that is.
Yeah, in and out.
Just roll over for a belly scratch.
All right, Poten has to recapture her
No,
focus.
she couldn't possibly after that little interaction,
Nah.
could she?
No, you'd feel a little bit cheated there. Huss doesn't even have to bother running that.
No, and apparently on Huss's payroll is Billy the dog.
Yeah, good pass save from Gina there after a wayward tee shot.
So Peyton to tap in her par. And I think it's pars all round, Matty, by my calculation.
Correct.
So, yeah, no shots taken there. Leaderboard stays exactly the same. And the lady's starting to settle in a little bit now.
Yeah, hole 6. It's a par 4. It's a little bigger than the last one we just dealt with. 235 metres. Without sounding too pessimistic, birdie would be an amazing get for these girls. I think they'll all be playing for par.
Yeah, it's uphill with an OB zone separating the putting green from the rest of the fairway. So layup becomes necessary, but it's viciously uphill, Matty.
It is, and you've got the OB on the left-hand side, so you can't probably go as high as you'd like to with your shot. You've got to get it to ground relatively quick, and Claire shows us a pretty good way to start this hole. Let's see how aggressive Peyton gets.
Interesting she doesn't go the forehand.
Yeah, she's definitely got the power. She shapes that perfectly.
That's a very nice drive.
Yeah, both the girls there setting themselves up for a par opportunity.
And a nice drive from Gina as well. In the middle, giving themselves every opportunity.
Yeah, where you put this second shot makes it really important. For approaching the green.
That's got to sit down.
Oh,
And Cal, catch cam, Cal doing well to capture that one.
yeah, and not get hit.
So yeah, it is called the boundary rider. This one, this hole, Matty, because it rides the boundary. It's got nothing to do with Robert Di Domenico or Cameron
No.
Ling or anyone like that.
I wish it did.
The second shot from Peyton.
Yeah, you sort of want to get over that little mound of grass there and up onto the flat, which she's done to perfection. Great chance for her to get up and down for par here. Now you can see that body. That's basically...
Oh, look at that whip.
Yeah, she's pulled that a little too far left.
Yeah, it's still a decent hoik from where she was. A little flat, though, that forehand.
Yeah, a little more height might have got the fade to get it closer, not to
Look at
be.
the shape on that. Is that going to get in?
Oh, an aggressive bounce from the OB.
It was almost at roller angle.
And that one's got a mind of its own, but it's stayed in bounds. She's on the green. Now Huss with the probably the ideal.
Yeah, when you're left, oh, she's. Yep. When you're a little further left, you've got that gap to throw through, but unfortunately, Huss has missed it there, and she'll have to throw from the back of the OB.
Yeah, throwing 4 now. Bogey, best case scenario. I think she's done fine there. But Peyton does have the chance to snag back another stroke.
She does. That should be no problem for Gina, the way she's been putting. So this is a long look. Oh, that's a layup if ever I've seen one, Matty.
Yeah, I think she's happy just to take the stroke and move along.
Bang. Fires it in.
Little fist bump there.
Looking very confident on the putt today, Gina.
Yeah, it's nice to see her bounce back from some struggles yesterday.
And another double for Huss. And another shot taken by Peyton Huft.
Yeah, she's turned a 6-stroke lead into a 4-stroke lead for Huss as we go along now. Hole 7, par 3. She lobs Lair.
Yes.
If my memory serves correctly.
It is. She lobs there, Matty.
Yeah, pretty much just the backhand highs line will be taken by the girls. It would take quite the yeet for them to get the distance for the birdie here. All should be hunting the par, and that's about
one
as
of the
good.
3 lines is to push around that tree, and that is perfect. Wowee.
I do not remember that shot from when we covered this live. That was huge.
She does not know how good that is, and that got a perfect roll. That's 103 meters too. It's not a short hole,
Absolute crush.
especially when you've got to take a wide line. So that is as well as you can play it.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing too many better shots across any other division for the weekend. Huss.
That's the second line in. It's a little shallower, but stays inbounds.
Yeah, probably just had this one drawn up for a par there, sticking to a game plan.
So yeah, you can see both Gina and Huss taking the inside, sort of the middle line to the basket. So Peyton taking the wider one and that paying off.
And Huss just sneaking it around the legs of Shelob there. Easy up and down for her par.
And Shelob, I'm led to believe, is named after a giant fictional spider, Matty.
A giant fictional spider, part of the Lord of the Rings universe.
Yep. Which I...
Look at this.
That is a definition, the very definition of a tap-in. So another shot taken by Peyton there.
She's on the charge.
She is.
Framing herself up nicely. A
Sorry.
fantastic piece of...
Oh, and Huss says, please remove your disc before I drop mine in.
hope she
Girls
used her
having some
manners.
fun out there.
Well, Gina is.
Hole 8, par 3, 95 metres. It's traditionally on the standard layout, the last hole, but it's called load. No, it's not called load up. It's called sliding into home. It's a baseball analogy. Don't tell me they play baseball in this park as well.
Oh, wouldn't surprise me.
So yeah, it's usually the last hole on the traditional Molong layout, but some changes went in after the improvements on the clubhouse turned into a demolition. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not.
Fabled story, that one. Not sure what to believe.
Yep. So this on a vicious right to left downhill. So trying to stay as high as you can.
Yeah, and the forehand is the safer play, obviously fighting the gradient of the right to left, and Huss getting out there pretty well.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
She'll have a clear look for her upshot, as does Gina. Scary little putt, that. Does she want to get downhill? Yeah, it's perfect.
That's pretty good from Huss. Can't see her missing that one.
Hi, Tanya.
As we say hi to Tanya Bean, who is caddying yet again.
The omnipresent Tanya Bean. There's an there's an FPO event happening in the country. She just seems to materialise and appear.
She caddies for MPO as well. And plays in amongst all that. So, and that was a rare C1 miss from Gina.
Yeah, probably a little hesitant with the slight drop off going downhill behind the basket.
Good putt from Peyton. She keeps the pressure on.
Yeah, the RPM Helix is doing their job there. Catching some frisbees. Us tapping in for her par.
And a par for Huss. So retains that 3-shot lead, but Peyton Huft is coming hard, as we mentioned. As we move on to hole 9, which is called Load Up. It's a par 4. And we're pushing down this fairway and around eventually this Mando tree to this elevated basket on what is known to be called a cattle loader, Matty.
Yeah, I think we discussed it in round 1. Not too familiar with the stuff of farms, but I can pretty much picture what that does in my head.
Yep. If you break the word, break the words down, you pretty much work it out. I'm pretty confident. Huss pushes up the middle. Gina looks to give it a big rip.
They call you the cattle loader down at the Tuesday night. I'm not going to bother trying to repeat that joke. It was going to be a Tuesday at steak night at the Lincolnshire Arms, but no, that fell flat. Sorry, guys.
Second for Gina falls short of the Mando, and Peyton just making sure she gets right around it. That's a zinger. So she'll be able to go straight at it, Matty.
That was a huge throw there. Huss just trying to get around that.
Yeah, a little bit of a tighter line. Ooh, that leaves a difficult approach.
Yeah, she has to move. She has to get it moving pretty aggressively right to left.
And you'll see the difference here as to the shot that Peyton's got. That's, straight at the loader. It's straight in, but yeah, limited options. Same for Gina, just a little short of it. Just forces that extra shot.
Yeah, the dog leg's way too aggressive for the girls here to get any closer than they are.
Yep.
All right, Huss needs to be clean here because Peyton's probably getting in for bogey. And that'll be for her bogey, so she should keep things at a stalemate on hole 9.
Yeah, she wouldn't make too many mistakes. More mistakes.
This to take a stroke.
Oh, yes.
That's an impressive par.
And bounces up the cattle loader.
Yeah, we're seeing the best of Peyton at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, this is she's coming hard at Huss.
Yeah, solid on the green. She's showing us that power she's got driving off the tee and off the fairway. Really well-rounded game.
Ooh, and a nervy putt, but a made putt all the same, Matty, for Huss.
She can feel Peyton's claws just grasping at her lead now.
As Gina taps out for her bogey, and that rounds out our round 2 front 9. Huss on plus 13 and coming hard right behind her is Peyton Huff on plus 15, and Gina in third, plus 25. Hoping to clean it up. That's the first 9 for round 2. Run and done, Matty. I'm looking forward to the back 9. Looking forward to see how this battle can pan out.
Yes, we get a good look of that poo-covered rafter in the goat shed.
We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time spent in the goat shed over this weekend. But we hope you'll join us for the back 9 of this round 2 for the FPO coverage of the RPM Australian Disc Golf Championships. I've been Jason Wiedner.
I've been Matty Faz.
And until next time,
Park it.